What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Hack Shack. So today we're going to start this video out doing stuff you don't normally see me do. Normally it's all about automotive stuff, but I got this, I don't know, it's a truck box. It's like 24 foot, no door on it. My Cornwell guy, Doug, gave it to me, and my friend Jeff Yeager, JY Portable Building Movers. If you're in the area and need a building move, this is your guy, JY Portable Building Movers. He came and moved it for me. So I just shoved it over with the tractor just because it was dark when we set it and we couldn't get it right up against the RV cover here, or trailer cover. So I just shoved it all the way over against it. And at some point, I want to fasten it to it. I was going to level it up, but I think I'm going to leave it unlevel like this so the water will run off this way. When it rains, it won't just sit on top of it. I think that's going to work. It's junk. The floor's not good. Nothing's good about it, really. I'm going to use it to put my brush hog and my little tractor auger and stuff like that in here. I'm not even going to put a door on it. I just need a place out of the weather to put that stuff. Without having to, build something else, especially when this thing was free. So I got like this big toolbox I'm going to use at some point on something, and I don't want it doesn't need to sit out here forever. And then my brush hog I don't use it very often, but it's going to hell. I didn't buy it new, but it's still not looking good, and I don't want it to rust away to nothing. So yeah, it's leaning a little bit. But anyways, so I'm going to clean this thing out and put some junk in it. And, but then we'll go back to our regular scheduled program. I got, I think 3 weeks to get the Diamond T ready for Sema. And I still don't have a torque converter back. Allegedly it was going to be ready Wednesday, and I haven't heard anything other than they took it apart and what they're doing to it. So the transmission's still out of the Diamond T, and I got to do a bunch of other stuff. We're going to go over that here in just a few minutes. I just wanted to get this thing moved over and cleaned out real quick. So bear with me.
I might have to do some ramps or build a ramp out of some rock. It wouldn't climb up in there with the brush hog on it. So it's in there for now. That was really all I was trying to do, was get it out of the weather for right now. The rest of the stuff's fine until I can get some rock and move it.
Look at that thing. Big old banana spider. Diesel, what are you doing? This one's out because Craig was being a couch potato and didn't want to go nowhere. Diesel wanted to go out, so he's out here running around with me. Oh, speak of the lazy devil. Where you been, dude? Huh? Where you been? You sleeping off that breakfast I gave you? Check this out. This dog can catch like 95% average. Check it out. That was a big bite. That was a little too big. Man, do you even taste it? That's it. Breakfast leftovers are gone. All right, so the dog farm over here at the Hack Shack. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's just water. See? It ain't even rained here in a while, and it's still got water stuck in it, so it needed to get out of the weather. All right, let's go to work on the Diamond T, dogs. All right, back in the shack. I figured I'd give you a little walkthrough of what went down this week, and then we'll go to work on the Diamond T. Big news is that guy over there. I'll show you that in a second. So Tyler's truck went home, and I spent the majority of the week. Well, I worked on the black C10 that was here. It went home also. And then Wayne brought his 47 back for seat belts. So I did that and then went to work on, well, I'll just show you what I did. So the 632 had to be de-oranged. So I scuffed all that with Scotch-Brite, cleaned everything, painted the motor black. The block really is all I painted, was the block. Valve covers got powder coated by Zach, got them back, put them on. In the top half of the intake, powder coated, put it all back together, installed. Fuel rails powder coated, installed. Got a Holley mid-mount accessory drive. I'm sure the alternator's going to be bad because that's what Holleys do. Maybe not, hopefully not. I've had a few good ones and I've had a couple of bad ones. Holley, do better. I know you're not watching this, but do better anyway. So this is a ZZ 632, 1,000 horsepower. It's supposed to make 1,070 with that intake on it. And then that's just a regular big block Chevy mid-mount kit. Nobody was sure if it would fit. It fit. The only thing I had to do was open this up just a little bit because this bolt goes in from the back and it was hitting the head. On a standard conventional headed big block short deck, it wouldn't be a problem, but this is a tall deck and I don't know if these are like a big chief head or what, they're huge. So anyways, that's on. It's all painted. It's ready to go in the chassis, which showed up on Monday or Tuesday. I haven't really done much to this. I put the sway bars on, front and rear. They were not on. Got those mounted. Went yesterday and picked up a bunch of parts for it. This is a Rick's tank, and it weighs about 400 pounds, it feels like. I don't know why it's so heavy. It's made out of stainless instead of aluminum, but it's heavy. So that's that. This is on the green C10 that's on the table in the back. This is the, I don't know if y'all seen this chassis or not. It's the Art Morrison coilover chassis, 67 C10, 632, 4L80. Super stoked to freaking drive this thing. It's going to be awesome. I think y'all seen this before. I built these stands to raise the bed up, to clear the notch. We're going to put a stock up here. It's stock like floor. It's an AMD wider wheel tub floor with wider wheel tubs, obviously. So there's that. And then I got all the powder coated stuff back for the engine bay from Zach. Intake tubes in. That's air intake sensor, air intake temp sensor. Holly needs that. Holly doesn't use a mass airflow. They use speed density or VE tuning for the fuel. So it just uses air temp. Put a little piece of aluminum under these dimple dies. I thought that would look good, and it does, I think. The nitrous system fuel tank is in. The new pump's in it. I put a weather pack plug on it. A little AC hose covers on. Now we're pretty much ready to wire this thing. I started on the transmission cooler and then got sidetracked. I got it, top mounts are in. I got to put some nutserts and nice bolts, but I got to build the lower mounts and start wiring on that. This dude, it should go pretty quick. Got the wheels on, got it on the ground. It sits low, it looks good. Looks really nice for basically stock suspension, just lowered. I'm excited to drive this one too. This is gonna be a nice one. And then this guy shows up last night, and now I'm scared to death to do anything in my shop because it is slick and it is black. Brand new paint, and Chris at White Star painted it, and then I sent them the chassis and they assembled the body on the chassis to save me the heartache. But she's shiny. He's still got to buff it. It's not completely buffed. He wants to wait till I finish with it, and then he's gonna get it all buffed down. The interior is satin black, and the door panels are orange. The dash is orange, and the console's orange. It's gonna be wild inside. I'm excited to see that. So I got to put all the door latches and stuff in. The bed, he slicked and painted the tubs and the inner wall and kind of molded all that in, and then we're gonna put that. It's a gator step is what it's called for the flooring. It's already cut and made. We just gotta get it done. Get it installed. These came out great. They still work just like they did. So yeah, it was in a body shop, so the engine and the chassis are a little dusty, but we'll get all that cleaned up this week. That way we can go to working on a clean truck. But it's slick. Man, it is slick and so shiny. I'm nervous about this one. Fresh black paint always scares me. But so good. Golly, it's so good. Man, I knew it was going to be good. I didn't know it was going to be this good. Golly, it's... Okay, so early on in my YouTube channel or whatever, or on an early video somewhere, I had commented and said, "And I'm sorry the shop looks like this. It doesn't usually look like this." Well, apparently that was a lie, because it pretty much always looks like this. It's not dirty, it's just parts everywhere. So this is all a pile. Let's see, this is other stuff. And that's empty. This is all for the Diamond T. I went ahead and upgraded the brakes. It still has original rotors that they wouldn't turn, and I didn't have the money to buy new rotors at the time. So I just sanded them and painted them. But I bought a whole power stop front and rear kit off of Summit. It was like $400. Zinc coated, drilled and slotted rotors, Evolution, carbon fiber, ceramic, whatever. All of the chemicals in the brake pads. So I got to do that. I still have not opened this Horn Blasters box. I'm going to open that today, and we're going to look at the compressor and mounting options. It is dirty out here, though. So still waiting on a torque converter. Hopefully it'll be ready early this week, and I can get this thing back on the ground. Well, I say that. I ordered upper and lower control arms. One of my sponsors for Sick Week is helping me out with the control arms. I need to add Viking Performance to the list of sponsors for, I guess, for Sema or Sick-Week. I think they kind of jumped in because of Sema. They gave me like a 28% discount sponsorship. So I've got front coilover shocks coming for it, and then the upper and lower control arms are coming from Wicked Fab. Paid for those. And now I think I've talked to the guy at Viking, and I think we're going to try to do a coilover in the rear and mount them where the shock goes and get rid of that coil spring. Probably get back with him on Monday, but today I'm going to drop all the 4-link bars off, and Zach's going to powder cut those penny vane. And then I need to weld the axle tubes in the housing. I have not done that. The truck runs a little better than I expected it to. And a couple of my buddies are like, man, you better weld them tubes up. So for sure going to do that today. Going to get into that Horn Blasters box and see about compressor mounting options, and then go from there. What are you doing, boss lady?
Watching the dogs.
What are they doing?
Oh, Greg's in the back of the truck back there. Probably looking for a cat.
Oh, they were playing in the front yard. I got a clip of them playing. I guess I'll put it in right here. Boop. But yeah, they're enjoying the new fence you put up.
Yes.
So they can run around the yard and aggravate us.
Yep.
No, Diesel does not have mange. He just has problems and he stinks. Don't touch me. I'm just messing with
Canine discolored alapalesia.
you. Is it what?
Whatever.
Alapalooza?
Yeah.
Is that like an Appaloosa horse?
Yes.
He's an Appaloosa dog?
Well, we never know with him.
I'm pretty sure it's alopecia.
Alopecia. Whatever.
You're so pretty.
I know.
All right, I guess I gotta go to work. What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
We'll figure it out. Test them, right? This is 1 of 4.
His tail jumped. I knew you were going to do it.
Well, after the horn, Craig left. He didn't like that. So, I don't know if you could tell in the time-lapse video, but this was right on top of the box, inside the box, so I cut the crap out of it. I didn't know it was in there. I had no idea they were sending me a banner. Gorilla Tape to the rescue. It'll be our secret. Nobody's gonna know. How would they know? Nobody's gonna know. Everything's fine. So, the GoPro just turned off. This looks like it's gonna be the same size as the one I got. Maybe the tank may be just a hair bigger, but it's cool. It's perfect. I'll swap these out, and then I can use the one that's in the truck, that's in the Diamond T on my Dodge, so I can have my helper bags have air on them. So awesome. Looks like a Viair, looks like the rest of the compressor. Looks like a good one though. It is a Hornair. Oh, made in China. It's got to be good. All right, now more work. got these all buffed off as good as I can. Sway bars out of the way. Gonna weld them up. Make sure it don't spin. And then I guess I'm gonna pull the control arms and the panhard bar off to get powder coated. Maybe do the brakes while it's sitting here. Here we go. What in the world are you doing? There's a screen on the front.
And then I'll be
All right, so this thing is like a little brace I made to hold the transfer case shifter in place. And that, the noise in all the drag week videos going the whole time we're driving is this thing rubbing the shifter. So she Gorilla taped it. I think it's gonna work. Now she's spray bombing the part that the paint came off of. Yeah, she stripped it with brake cleaner. That O'Reilly brake cleaner is paint stripper, but man, it works good. All right, welded up. It didn't weld too bad for being cast iron and old and crappy, but they're 100% welded now. That can't spin, so now let them cool off a minute and hit them with some flat black. And I think I'm gonna do the brakes first, and then I'll pull the bars out. That way it's not shaking around while I'm doing the brakes. So coming down. All right, what do I need here? I think this is that weird one that's a 12 or something. Then that's like a 18 maybe smaller. Take the calipers off and the brackets off and then swap the rotors out. All right, brake job is done. New rotors fit perfect. Had a great helper. Now it's time to, well, I need to go throw these in the scrap trailer, and then I'm gonna pull the air tank and the air compressor out of it and see if this horn blaster's one fits. So let's go. Well, it's a lot bigger. Hopefully it fits. So this monstrosity doesn't fit where this one was, and there's no way to make it fit. So I'm going to try to put this compressor on this tank. I know it's less air, but it has to fit the truck regardless. So I'm gonna put this like that, see what happens. Okay, the compressor doesn't quite line up with this bracket, but I think I can make it work by turning this around, tapping these outer holes that aren't tapped. And what it looks like is M5 by 0.8, and I have that tapped, or I had at some point. It's M6, so maybe this is M5. M5 by 0.8, I got it. All right, I'm gonna get the time-lapse camera, and it's a lot of crap and I can't hold the camera and do it. I didn't have the fittings I needed to put everything here. So I want to take the pop-off valve out of the other one, put it on here, and then put this on there for the air feed to the valve for the horns. So I ordered that from Scamazon. Should be here tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and install this. It all fit. It'll work. Pretty happy with that. Got a better compressor on my little tank for my boost control and for the horns. So won't be able to honk the horns very long, which is okay with me. All right, let's go get this put on. Don't mind the huge mess. This is ridiculous. So I decided that the fuel tank is ugly and needs to be painted. And since I am a professional fuel swapper after race week, I figure it'd be pretty easy to drain the fuel out of it, drop the tank, paint it black. Probably get Zach to powder coat these penny vane to match the hitch. I think that'll look good. And then I want to change out these self-tappers for some nut certs and button head bolts. I think that'll look a lot better. So. Golly. Might have been a little tight. Yeah, that's going down my arm. Oh, well, professional, my butt. It's just $7 a gallon E85R, no big deal. I think I was a professional fuel swapper when there was only like 2 gallons in it. I think there's about 8 gallons in it right now. All right, I'll drain this and I'll get back to you. Did you get a bath? You must have, you're all wet. I can't let you in the shop, dude. It's too cold in there. You can hang out here. All right, fuel tank is out. Just need to hit it with the DA and clean it off and hang it up and paint it black. I'll do that tomorrow. It's still Saturday, so tomorrow we'll get that painted. And then this week I'll be able to put it back in after work one day. It had, from all the donuts and stupid crap at Lone Star Roundup, it had rocks all wedged in here. So it was like super tight to get out, which is pretty cool. It fit tight. Everything survived, it looks like. So now I had to splice this because my dumbass put the return line in the wrong spot originally. And I had already had a union here. So I'm gonna try and see if I got enough hose to make this one from there to there. It'll be one less splice, a lot less fittings. Go see if I got the hose for that. Oh, what's that? I think that's it. I put the this fuel filter, I put it on backwards. So the fuel goes inside the filter and goes through it and then goes to the pump. So it's really hard to clean. And you can't turn it around once you do that because it could blow it all back out in the pump. So before race week, I pulled it all out and cleaned it out as best as I could, but I got a new one. So I'm gonna change that too while I don't have fuel in here. But this, I wanna make sure this is the right size hose before I pull all that out. That's it, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna take all this out, take it in there on the table and make a new hose for it. All right, so here's what I was talking about. This should be the inlet side. Fuel comes in, goes through the screen, comes out the hole, goes out to the pump. Well, I had it like this, so it's going in here, coming out there, and there's no way to clean that. So that one's junk. I'm gonna do this one right, hopefully. So I'm gonna go ahead. It's got to go in this way because the spring goes against this end. So I'm gonna get a silver marker and just put an arrow. That way I know. Fuel goes from the tank through the filter to the pump that way. All right, put this back together, put it back on the truck, and then call it a night. Okay, Sunday morning. Let's see. I have big aspirations for today. I'm gonna sand the fuel tank. I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna change the oil in the truck. I'm going to change the spark plugs in the truck. I'm gonna drain the catch cans, let y'all see what kind of nasty comes out of there. I haven't checked them since race week. About midway through race week, I drained them. It was just water. But I guess the E85 makes them make a little steam or whatever. It's normal for that thing. The water always smells like hand sanitizer. It's really strange. But anyways, weird noises in here. And I'm going to pull the rear suspension and take the bars to Zach. If he's around today, I'm going to go drop them off. Huge aspirations for today, and it's already after 10. So see how much I get done. Let's go. Let's get rocking on this. So. All right, tank sanded. Now Juanita's out here getting a piece of pipe out of my junk pile. My sister needs a piece of this 8-inch pipe to extend her little culvert on her driveway. So she's out here digging it out. I need to see if she needs some help, or maybe I can just watch her. She's probably gonna get mad at me. One of these. Hey. You looking good on that tractor. Hey, what if we just move the camper and you stick the fork in one of those? There's one that's loose in the middle. You just stick one fork in it and pull it right out of there.
I'm going to put that tin on top of here.
Yeah.
And then put the pallets on there and keep the wind stuff in.
Okay. You need my help? Okay, I'm just gonna watch you. I like watching you. What are you doing here? What's this? What's going on here?
It's so I can see and drive at the same time without it dying on me.
Oh.
It'll die sometimes.
Oh, the seat safety.
Yeah. So I hold it down.
Well, hold it down. I bet if I watch you, it's gonna make you nervous, huh?
Yes.
All right. All right, let's leave her alone. Go back to the shop and work. I guess she got it. What's up, Craig? I guess she got it done. All put back. Cleaned up the way she likes it. Tractor lady. It ain't a John Deere, but she's pretty sexy. Okay, pan's not spotless, but it's pretty clean. Let's see what this comes up with. Oh, look at that. Nothing. Wow, just a little bit of water. Zero freaking oil. Awesome. Not 13. Oh yeah, this is that weird one. It's an aftermarket plug and it's a 14. Because they're usually 13 or 15. This one's a 14. Golly, how tight did you put it, He-Man? I guess that wasn't gonna leak. It's me. I'm He-Man. Or the He-Man I'm referring to anyway. I have a tendency to tighten stuff a little too tight. All right, let's see what this looks like. I know it looks decent, but there probably will be water because it's E85 oil, but oh man, that's kind of dark for this truck. Well, it does have 1,100 miles of towing the camper on it, plus 10 drag strip passes, so I guess it has a reason to be a little dark. Oh, get that O-ring off of there before it falls in the oil. Well, it ain't milked. All right, while that drains, I'm gonna go inside and gap the spark or while the oil drains, I'm gonna go inside and gap the spark plugs and get them ready to go in. All right, 8 new plugs. All right, I can count 2, 4, 6, 8. 4, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whatever. Got 8 plugs. Gapped them to, let's see if you can read that, I don't know. Gapped them to 18 thousandths. They are NGK BR7EF. So, little tight plug gap. Hopefully the boost don't blow them out. And I also have a new fuel pressure sensor because mine's acting stupid. And a new coolant temp sensor to replace the one that I melted. So, let's see. I don't know what time it is, but it may be lunchtime. If not, I'm going to go finish the oil change and then put these in. If it is, then I'm going to eat lunch and then I'm going to do that. But you may not know the difference unless I tell you. So, there we go. Well, it's not quite lunchtime, so I'm going to go ahead and finish the oil change and then I'll probably go eat some lunch. I know I can eat lunch whenever I want to, but I try to stick to a little schedule. That way I don't get hungry at weird times and whatever. I don't need to explain freaking lunch schedule to YouTube. All right, so not an advertisement, not sponsored. K&N filters, what I use on everything now. Had good luck with them. Wicks sold out to somebody else and blah, blah, whatever. K&N, got the nut on the bottom. As far as I know, K&N still made in USA. Oh, nope, made in Mexico. It's not China, so I'll take it. All right, All the plugs are changed, and I got this low car locking dipstick. Man, that thing is short. I was hoping it would be a little longer. Anyway, plugs are changed. They all looked okay. E85 and pump gas, a lot of driving, a lot of track time. I'm not mad at them at all, except the one I broke. I broke it with the socket. I should have clearanced these when I had them Cerakoted, but this thing makes a little too much heat for that Cerakote, I think. So I might still pull them off one day when I do an upgrade and clearance them. But that's scrap, by the way. I recycle because it pays. But anyway, so I'm gonna bring it down. It's already full of oil. I need to put the oil cap back on it, but I'm gonna bring it down and do that temp sensor now. So here we go. All right, temp sensor has changed. It's probably fine, honestly. I'll keep it for a spare because it still plugs in. It just has a droop on it from being a little too close to the headers. I guess on them long drives, there's a lot of heat that, well, it's to the other side, but it's same crap. So there's the sensor right there. It should be fine there. The headers go forward from there. This side, I went ahead and pulled the sensor and just put the plug in there that came out of the other side. And I only made a huge mess. So no big deal. All right, now fuel pressure sensor, and then pull all that rear suspension out. So bear with me, we'll get through it. All right, here's the Amazon sensor I got right here. It actually looks fairly nice. This is the low dollar for comparison. I've had good luck out of the low dollar stuff. I started using them on all my builds. No sponsor or anything. Yeah, see, this one doesn't even say anything, but 100 PSI, that's it. Yes, I'm using a crescent wrench. Still need to extend. I need to replace the plug, I think. Yeah. On the coolant sensor, coolant temp sensor, and then I need to extend the wires or drag them back out of the harness, and it's all wired. I don't really want to do that, so I'll probably just cut it back where it's not burnt and extend it with a new pigtail. I'll do that another day. It's kind of boring. Y'all don't need to see that, but all I'm going to do is run it back through the intake and drop it down and plug it in. All right, I think that's it for up here. Oh, I need to do something with this dipstick too. I guess I just need to put a bolt in right there on the fender. About as good as it gets, I think. Down there, that's not gonna work. Right there's about it. I have to get my right angle drill and drill a hole. All right. Got all the bars out. All the heim joints are off. You saw it all on a time lapse. She helped me clean up the heim joint. She helped me. I got all the measurements, and that's what she was writing down. She wrote down all the measurements for these bars. That way I can put them exactly how they were and put it back and hopefully get it really close and only make minor adjustments. But the only thing I have left to take out of here that I need to get powder coated is these door panels. And I remembered it right at the last minute, but it's getting late today and we need to run that pipe over to my mom's house so they can put in the little culvert for my sister over there. But I'll pull those off probably first thing in the morning and weld them up early before work and then get them over to Zach sometime tomorrow. So, Zach, if you're watching this and you haven't got this stuff, you need to text me and find out why. That's about it on the back. Just got to get those powder coated and put back in. I moved the tank in here. I'm going to just let it hang there and dry until I either need the plasma table or get the straps back because he's going to powder coat those penny vein too. It's dry, but this paint's a little soft for a day or two, so I don't want to sit it on anything. Big help as always, right here.
I do what I can.
My number one. The number one.
I'm number one.
But not the number one you're thinking of. All right, I'm gonna let you do the outro.
I don't know how to do that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. You do it.
You watch me do it every week.
Yeah, and I can't do that. I can. You gotta do it. I'm not gonna be able to stop laughing.
That's okay. I won't even look. I'll look at the camera. I won't look at you.
It's not that.
I'm not looking at you.
No.
I'm just looking at my phone.
Come on, do it.
You want me to take my clothes off? Would that help? You know, your audience is naked thing. Don't be dirty.
No.
Come on.
No, I don't know.
It's so easy.
No, it's not. I have never done it before.
It's time to start.
No, I gotta practice.
You practice right now. All right, the camera's off. Practice.
No, I know it's not off. So, no, I'm not doing it.
Please.
No,
Pretty please.
no. Maybe next video.
Just pretend like you're talking to me.
No.
No, because you're mean to me. You talk mean to
I am mean to you. I guess.
Yes, I'm going to follow you around till you do it.
Come on in. Or it's a lot cooler. No.
Come on, Shaquita.
What you call me? I can't do this.
It's so easy.
It's not. You couldn't do it at first too.
I know, but you've been watching me do it for a year almost. Well, 9 months.
So what do I say? Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification, and y'all come back next week. There.
She did it. Bye.